Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. I can't choose what I want to say.
Thank you.
Hey! Comedy, huh? All right. We're really doing it. Okay, they kept saying it wasn't that full, but this is pretty good.
No, everyone encouraged us to kill ourselves, but there's people here.
We'll still do that, but yeah, look at that.
I don't even see an empty seat in the house.
Don't look in the back. They're over there.
Well, it's dark.
I see them.
Dark up there.
But we're not going to focus on the people who didn't show. What about these queefs who are out here, huh? Thanks
Yeah.
for doing it.
Thanks for coming. And these people didn't come.
There's an empty seat. How about my guidance counselor here, huh? Jesus Christ.
I did the Tonight Show last night. I haven't been home yet. I've been out on a bender. I'm all cooked up.
He relapsed.
Oh, there's the gay wrestler guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the brothers. The Bushwhackers.
Yes, yes.
Good to see you guys. We're at a point where I walked in and I was like, hey, Steph, I know all the fans by name.
Yeah,
It's a sad point in your career where you're like, Big Steve,
yeah.
Philip,
But you could probably just get, hey, Kyle.
Rittenhouse.
I wish. He kills.
That guy was first class, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you take the kids out of school, they're going to shoot somewhere else. Could be something.
Well, people, every time we do a live pod, everyone shits and says it's so different than the other pod. So I brought stories.
Yes!
I'm bringing the heat.
That's the name of the show.
Yeah. I'm not
Please.
going to tell them. I'm going to look at some shit up here.
There you go.
Do you want to know about the suit?
Oh, please.
I got a whole tale about the suit.
I believe that's like a dark purple.
Yes.
That's an odd choice.
Odd? What are you kidding? I'm black. I'm like a black comic. I wanted to bring a towel out and say the N-word, but they said, no, you can't.
Now that would have gone viral.
No, I think purple's not. It pops. They said
It works.
color pops, and then everyone wears a blue suit, a gray suit, a black suit. I went purple, and Ian Lara was my inspiration.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
They're
okayed
cool.
it. I just didn't peg you as a purple. I pegged you yesterday.
I love to be pegged.
He does.
I've never been pegged, but don't you feel like I do this bit on stage? I mean, I'm on stage right now. At the beginning of a relationship, you're like talking to your wife, girlfriend, and you're like, who's that guy? Why are you talking to that guy? What, do you like that guy? You think he's cute? What's your deal?
Yeah.
Now we've been married 17 years. I'm like, will you fuck my best friend in front of me, please? Do you suck my buddy's dick until I come?
Please, yeah. I know what you mean. It gives you something new to talk about, at least. Can't do the weather again. What's Bob's dick like?
And I always talk about it.
It's purple.
Is that what deep purple is?
Ooh.
Like a deep purple.
Whoa.
The head of your dick is purple and it's deep. It's deep purple.
Yeah, I like that. And then you wonder, what about Grimace? He's purple. He's girthy.
Girthy Grimace.
GG. Alan. All right, so you're buying a purple suit.
So I'm doing the Tonight Show, which is exciting. You know, it's fun. It's fun to go get a new suit.
Yeah, well, what do you go? Soul Train fashion, urban threads? Where do you go for that?
FUBU. This is a FUBU.
Oh, nice. For us, by us.
That's right. So I went to Bloomingdale's. I like to go to Bloomies, and normally I would go with my wife, but we got a baby, and you don't want to bring the baby to Bloomingdale's or anywhere.
Honey FUBU. Sorry.
Wait, what is it again?
Honey FUBU. Like Honey Boo Boo?
Oh, I forgot about Honey Boo Boo. I haven't thought about Honey Boo Boo in a long time.
I think about her every day.
This is the show.
Hey, we're doing the show. This feels right.
By the way, I really stand by. We talk about it every time. I think the live shows are the best shows. Birthdays was the worst days.
Tell
Now we
that to
sip
Reddit.
champagne when we're thirsty.
Yeah, Reddit would disagree, but keep going.
So I went to Bloomingdale's to get the suit. I went solo, and I walk in. I went to Ted Baker first. You know me. I like to Ted Baker it up. But
Sure.
all
Baker's
their
dozen.
suits, they're checkery. So they moire. You know moire?
Is that the guy who circumcises?
That's moyole.
Moyole. What's a moiter?
Moire is when a suit or a garment, it moves on TV.
Like
You know
Moyer Adams.
I don't know who that is either.
Mayor Adams.
Oh. Woo. You're going to tear your pants stretching like that. All right. You guys know Moyer?
Moray.
Moray.
Oh, this guy's, we went to college.
Well, that means there's someone in the business over there.
What do you
The
do?
industry.
Video?
Yeah, Moray, right? What was I saying?
Moyer.
Right. Moray.
Moyer.
It's a moray eel. Anyways, more ray, less ray. The right
We're
amount
all-
of ray.
we're all gay.
It's when your suit gets all wonko on TV.
I see.
So they said you can't have that, whatever. So then I went over to some other section called I forget what it was, some other designer, and those suits are $2,800 a suit. And I
Yikes.
said, no, thank you. This is the Tonight Show pays $800 or something. It's higher than that, but it's not much.
I think it's 12,
Yeah, I think it's $1,200.
and then
Which
taxes.
when you guys are people that watch television sometimes,
Does anyone watch the Tonight Show? No. Wow.
well, someone watched it. I mean, I got a couple of tweets.
Yeah, all right.
But whatever it is, yeah, on YouTube, whatever. Well, they see it somewhere.
You see it on YouTube. There you go.
But anyways, the point is, I think, I've had this theory before, comedians will go on late night and do all these jokes about being broke.
Aha.
And I'm like, I don't think they work because, at least in the old days, people see you on TV in a suit, they
Right.
think you're getting paid $5 million.
Yes.
So you see a comedian in the Tonight Show being like, boy, I got no money. And I'm like, but I think the audience is like, what do you mean you don't have money? You're on TV.
It's a good point.
But you don't make any money on TV. So they're right.
Also true. Yeah.
Any jizz. I went down there, I walk over, I meet a lady, she was very nice, and I'm afraid to shit on her too much because she's very nice and she might hear this.
Julianne Moore?
No,
Oh.
she was mean. She said, get the fuck away from me, I heard you have herpes. And I was like, well, don't worry about it. No, so I went to buy the suit, and the lady was very nice, and she's like, I see you see the purple Paul Smith suit, and I said, yeah, it looks pretty nice. I heard it will pop on TV. And this lady, she really sunk her teeth into me. You could see she had like a, what do you call that? When you're a salesman? A mark.
She had a live one.
A live one.
Yes.
She reeled me right in, and I said, I got to try on the suit, and I was wearing, sweatpants and a fucking Arizona Wildcats t-shirt.
Sure.
And she said, you can't try on a suit without a shirt. You got to get a dress shirt to try on the suit because it doesn't fit the same way. And I said, all right, we'll go grab a dress shirt. Thank you.
She's aggressive.
She brings me a shirt. I put the shirt on. I tried the suit on. She's like, it's perfect. You got to get this suit. I said, great. And I thought it looked fine. I was like, I'm in a suit. It looks like a suit. She brings the tailor in, so she's got a second guy.
Oh,
a second
boy.
person comes in, and he's like, ooh, let me take a look. And she's touching my dick and moving the thing, and he's pulling. He's got the pins.
Oh,
and
you
the
got
chalk.
it altered.
Yeah, a tailor.
Ah.
The tool-man tailor.
Yeah.
So he's reaching, and he's like, you got to pinch and squeeze. And I'm like, I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
but
it
he's
looks
like,
great.
He's looking at the back. Well, now it's been tailored, but he's looking at the back, and he's like, the back. And then they show you in the mirror. He's like, look at this back. And I'm like, I think it's a pretty good back.
Great back. I've jizzed on that.
He's like, it's a terrible back. You gotta. So he's putting the pins and the chalk and the business and
Oh, yeah, the chalk.
whatever. And then I go, okay, well, tailor it up. Let's go.
Taylor Swift.
I gotta have it by Monday, 3
Yeah.
p.m. And he's like, no chance. I can't do it.
Asian guy.
So I'm like, oh, I don't know.
He's a terror. That took a second, you fucks.
Really did. So he's going, no, I can't do it. And I'm like, okay, then I start taking the suit off. I'm like, I got to go somewhere else. And the lady is like in the mirror, like doing that, like, don't worry about it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm like, well, he's saying, I can't. It's like Ace Ventura. He's like, your wife just said she expects him home any minute. Like, I'm like, he just said I can't do it. And
right.
She's like, he can do it.
Oh, this lady's bad news.
And the guy's like, I can't do it. I can have it Monday night, maybe. And I'm like, well, I need it Monday, 3 p.m. And she's like, you'll get it by Monday, 3 p.m. And he's like, I won't.
She wants the sale.
Yeah, she wants the sale. And I'm like, lady, I'm not going to buy a fucking $1,000 suit if I can't wear the fucking thing. So then I go, all right. She's like, don't worry. So the tailor leaves, and she's like, it's totally fine. We can get it. She goes, we can do express tailoring. I said, well, mark me down for express. And then he like pops his head back in. He's like, that'll get it by 4 p.m. Monday. And she does this to him. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Wow.
So the express tailoring is $25.
Yeah.
I go, no problem. I go, I'll pay whatever. I need the suit. So she goes, okay, you'll pay whatever.
Oh.
So now I'm hooked, Jerry.
This is a grift.
It's a total grift. So I go, okay, so yeah, I'll pay. How does it work? And she's like, well, he could probably bump you up if you're willing to offer him money.
Well, what is this, a kidney?
I go, yeah, well, what are we talking? I can give him money. She goes, let me go talk to him.
Oh, come on, they're in cahoots.
The whole time I'm in the suit, it's like baggy. I look like the Tom Hanks character at the end of Big when he goes back to Small.
Oh, yeah.
And,
by the way, fuck that lady when he was like 14.
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah.
She must have felt weird.
Yeah.
So I'm swimming in the suit. I think it looks good. They think it looks bad. So she leaves. She comes back and she goes, okay, yeah, if you give him some money. And I go, well, I got $4 on me. I got to go to an ATM. And she goes, he said there's one on 58th Street.
Oh!
I swear to God.
Oh, man.
So they're over there. They know what's going on. So I go to the ATM, take out $80. I come back, and I felt like Albert Brooks. I was like, listen, I've never done this. How do I do it? And she's like, well, just give me the money. I'll give it to him.
Okay.
And I'm like, I got $60. Does that work? She's like, that's perfect.
Perfect.
And I'm like, was that too much? And she's like, that's good.
Oh, man.
So I give her $60. She goes back to him. She comes back. She goes, I'll be ready at noon tomorrow.
Oh, man.
So they bumped it up 3 days for $60.
You got rooked. I bet that guy didn't even have an accent.
They were totally fucking... He painted his skin all brown.
Yeah.
He wasn't white. He was brown. Yeah, fuck. I blew it. So they go, okay, I'll be ready tomorrow at noon. I go, okay, terrific. And then she keeps going, by the way, I can do personal shopping. Your wife has a baby. Tell me her size. I'll go shopping for you. And I'm like, what am I, fucking Jeff Bezos? I can't afford a personal shopper. So she goes, give me your number. Give me your cell. And I go, I'll text you later. She goes, this is my cell.
Jesus.
She goes, text me so I have your number, which is psychotic. Is that crazy?
It's wacky. I think these are gypsies.
Something's up. So then the next day I come back at noon, all ready to go, straight from the gym, sweating, rock hard. I go, I'm ready to pick my suit up.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, that's not ready today. It's not ready at noon.
What? What happened to the greasing?
I said I grease. I got grease everywhere.
Grease is the word.
So she goes, he doesn't even get in till noon.
Oh!
And I was like, you said noon. And she goes, it'll be ready at 4. So I'm like, well, I can't come. I'll have to come tomorrow. So now I got to go 3 days in a row. I go, I come back Sunday, I get the thing. She rings up the suit and the shirt. I try it on, fits great. Hands me the receipt. The shirt, this shirt, the one that she's like, you got to get the shirt now that you've tried it on.
Right.
$270, this shirt.
Whoa! That's what my old suit cost that.
I mean, is that fucking wild?
That's outrageous.
She could have grabbed me a Sears shirt.
Yeah, those are $23.99. I've stole them.
$270. White shirt.
Wow, you got rooked. She thought you were some rube from Indiana.
I was hoping this would get a big laugh, but you guys are just like, you got fucked over. That's horrible. I know. I'm wearing a $270 shirt.
Well, what's the suit go for?
This is $1,000. This shirt is 25% of the suit.
Yes.
That's why I'm wearing it. I'm not taking it off till Christmas.
What is this place so we can all throw a Molotov cocktail through the window?
It's Bloomingdale's. I go to Bloomingdale's, baby.
Oh, I thought you went to some shouty operation in the garment district and some fucking shiesty Jew got you.
No, this is Blooms.
Blooms!
And then yesterday, it's the big taping, and I get a, hello, Mr. List, good luck. And I'm like, I send it to the guy that books the Tonight Show. I'm like, is this your people? And he's like, that's not one of us. And I go, who the fuck is texting me? They're like, good luck on the Tonight Show. I have no idea. It's the woman.
Oh,
I never gave her my
man.
number. She looked it up in the system.
I mark my words, she gives hand jobs.
Well, she texted me today. She wrote, great job. The suit looks good, with a link to the set, as though I wasn't, like she's like, here it is. Here's a video of the set. I'm like, fucking, I know, I was there.
I gotta say, she's more invested in your life than your wife.
Oh, absolutely. Sarah doesn't even know I was on the Tonight Show. She hasn't seen me. I've been home. I've been out fucking women all night.
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, so anyways, I'm wearing a $1,300 outfit. She fucked me on the shirt.
Yeah, she did.
And,
Bloomington, the tailors are shifty. I had a guy, everybody goes, you gotta go to Hong Kong Tailor. Hong Kong Tailor, he's some crazy Korean guy in the village. Not a fake name. Google it, Hong Kong Tailor. It's on like 8th Street right off 6th Avenue. So I go, all right, I got a nice suit my dad gave me. It's too big. He's fat. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get it all fitted.
uh-huh.
And this guy, I mean, he was like a ninja. He was...
I believe they all are.
Yeah. Ninja, please. But he put on some music, and it was like, wow, bamboo pipe and all that, and a pan flute, and he had like a little, what do you call that, the splashy rock thing with the water.
What about the cat with the hand?
Oh, the cat was in there doing the white power, yeah. And...
Cat power.
Yeah, good band. But it was all Asian-y, and he got down, and he had a robe on, and those wooden shoes that have just two blocks on the bottom, you know? I swear to God, he had a ponytail, and he used a samurai to cut it up. And he was marking me up with all the chalk all day long. He was putting pins in me, and he went poof and popped a smoke bomb, and he was gone. And I'm just hearing cash with cha-ching, cha-ching, like how much is this going to cost?
Cha-ching, cha-ching. I don't think you can say that. What the hell? This is a family show.
Well, there goes SNL. But I'll get it in 5 years. But
$100 bet?
so yeah, he goes, it's gonna run about $300, and he's been in there for like 45 minutes, just chalking me up. And I go, oh yeah. I got to take a phone call. I had my jeans and coats and shirt in there because I'm wearing the suit now. I took a phone call and I ran home. So watch out for that guy. He's out there. I hope he never hears this because he's got a picture of me with a knife in it in the wall.
But it feels like you robbed him. You stole the suit.
Well, it was my suit.
Oh,
I
you're
went
a tailor.
in
All right,
with my
I'm
dad's
sorry.
suit.
I forgot it was the dad's suit.
He didn't give me a suit.
I thought you were in my situation, then you just ran out of Bloomingdale's. But
No,
Bloomingdale's.
this is Hong Kong's, and he got my jeans.
I mean, I knew it was Hong Kong's, but I thought he made the suit for you.
No.
And then while he was fixing it, you took off.
No, he wouldn't make me a suit.
I got you.
All right.
I got confused. I get confused myself sometimes.
Yeah, it was bad. It was like an episode of Squid Game, but I got out.
Well, suits are, it's tricky business out there.
Yeah, lawsuit. Suit yourself. We got a hot show tonight, and we got some big guests. It's gonna
Yeah, we
be
gotta
a
get
hot
some
show.
guests out here?
What?
They're over there, I think.
Oh yeah, they're there.
Oh,
they're,
big
they're
time.
angry. They're waiting.
Legendary guests. And
Oh, yeah.
another guy, too.
Yes. We got the guy who lit himself on fire for Palestine. No. We got... Well, we should start with the nobody first.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then we'll work our way up.
You know, sometimes they say this man needs no introduction. This man needs a lot of introduction.
Yes.
Lots and lots of it. Well, he's a comedian.
Yeah, out of Texas, Houston to be exact.
Uh-huh.
He owns his own comedy club. He's got a YouTube special coming out sometime in the future.
Soon.
Yes.
I assume you all do.
They're pretty common now. But yeah, put your hands together for Andrew Youngblood.
Hey!
You've heard him mentioned on the pod. Hey. Oh, there you go. They're on the chair. It's on the chair.
I got no
What's
greeting.
up, guys?
All right.
No one gives us instructions. They're just mics in the back.
Yeah, just come out and grab a seat.
Maybe I should go on the end there. Is it
Why is
weird?
that?
We just put a I guess. Should I sit here?
Well, you got no arm there, though.
I got no arm, but I feel we were putting it feels like an intervention. We put the guy right in the middle.
Sit here, then. You
I
don't
don't
need
know,
a-
is it too close to you?
What does that mean?
A lot of planning has gone into this show.
All right, you're right.
We're not
you're right.
big planners.
No, planner fitness.
I got plantar fasciitis.
There you go. All right, and next up, you all know him. You've seen him on HBO, Comedy Central, Netflix, Sirius Radio. Put your hands together for Jim Norton, everybody.
Oh,
Let him
my
hear it.
God.
Yeah!
How the hell did we get him?
Wherever you want. Oh, okay. We got one more.
We got all the guests. They're all here. And another comedy legend. I've known this guy for fucking 75 years. He officiated my wedding. You know him. You love him. Robert Kelly is here, everybody.
There he is. Yeah. Right in the middle, baby.
Yeah.
Come
Unless you want
on.
arms. Do you want arms? Are you okay with no arms?
No, I'm good. You guys, they didn't know I was here, so when they said that thing, the fucking worst to the best, and you brought me up last, you know, you wanted Norton last.
No.
You looked at me and went, "Oh shit, he's here too." Fuck.
There's,
This is Norton. This
there's
is
no
Norton's seat.
hierarchy. We're all zeros.
Yes. Yeah. You're good. We went by size.
What's up? That hurts.
You look great, though.
You look great.
Hey, thank you. How about him, the Bible salesman here?
I like it. I think it looks good. That suits you.
Yeah. That
Count it.
works.
Bob,
Count
guess
it.
how much this shirt cost?
$3.59.
$270. You fucked me. Isn't that the worst? You're like, guess how fat this girl was? I don't know, 180? You're like, she was 210. You fucked me. I guess I did it reverse, but you guys still got to laugh. Whatever. Well, every time we come on, we do a live pod. We all just want to zing and zang and have a nice time, and we lose the essence of the show, which is story.
Yes.
Attaboy, Joe.
Yes.
Is that's what you heard?
And we never ask the guests to tell a story. So I told Andrew ahead of time, Andrew's a fucking crazy gambling party fucking nut.
I'm a regular person. That's all. No, come on, I got kids.
Ah, shit. Well,
No, they don't listen to this. They don't. You'll figure it out.
So does
kids,
Bill Cosby.
plural?
Oh, I got two. You didn't know that? I've known you for fucking 8 years now.
I thought you had one kid.
No, I got a 6-year-old Mexican and I got a 14-year-old white.
Nice.
So that's
White.
yeah.
White.
No, I'm more of a fan of the Mexican. He's the better.
Did you adopt the Mexican?
No. Just came in a Mexican. That's it. It's that easy.
You ought to fuck the ones I fucked. They never get pregnant.
Yeah, unless they spit it into a vagina.
I didn't. All right.
Are there Mexican trans?
Yeah.
Are there?
No. I mean, who knows?
What a cute, naive question. Yes.
I never see them. They're just too busy working.
Reasonably priced, fully functional. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Usually I'm circumcised.
Yep. Unclipped, we say in the biz.
It's a real tamale.
In the union.
Ugh.
You've never been with a trans girl?
I have actually on accident.
Oh, yeah, I heard of it.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Accident.
Jim married one by accident.
I'm like, yeah, this is the 5,000th time I've made this mistake. Actually, I said, oh.
You ever?
Huh?
You ever been with a tran?
No.
Come on, with that hat.
Okay. Okay. I got this from a trans.
Yeah, she was using it as a condom.
No, I mean, I've come close.
What do you mean? It missed your mouth?
Yeah.
No, I've never been with like fully, like, you know, I'm going to go and be. I've been around them. I've been near it. I love it. I think a lot of girls are sexy. I've
Yeah.
sucked one off. No, I haven't.
Yeah, well, DeRosa did it, and it like helped his career.
Doesn't work that way for all of us.
He's selling more sandwiches than ever.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the trans?
No, I've never been with a man no.
What about a boy?
Yeah, what
No.
about an eager lad you were babysitting?
Joe never babysat.
I babysit now. My
Yeah, but-
baby.
That's not babysitting. That's watching.
Your kid.
That's not taking care of.
Well, whatever.
Called fatherhood. That's
amazing. You're a dad.
Big dad. Big old
Crazy.
dad.
Crazy.
Big dad energy. Thank you.
Very happy.
Yeah, I was with a baby today.
Did you snip him?
No, that's a myth.
Wait, what?
You
do you mean it's
people think you cut a baby's dick off. You don't cut his dick off.
Oops. What do you mean? You didn't do it?
I can't believe that didn't get a laugh. Because it makes you guys didn't laugh, so now it feels like you think that I think the snip is cutting the baby's dick off.
But did you circuit?
No, that was they did that.
They
They didn't even say
They
like,
just
hey.
take it away.
Really?
Yeah, when they just come in, we'll be right back. And they really don't ask. And then they come back and they bring you a perfect cock.
Yeah. they play a
For
commercial.
later sucking.
Wow.
No, there was no the umbilical. You're talking about the umbilical cord.
No, you're talking about the
Circumcision.
penis.
Talking about
No,
the
he's
dick.
talking about the umbilical cord.
No, circumcision.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about because the dad cuts the cord. thing.
Oh.
That's gross.
Oh, that's why it wasn't funny, because you were talking about cutting the dick off.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about cutting the cord, and I was doing a gag that I thought cutting the cord is cutting the dick off.
These are the type of mishaps that people. It's like a Three's Company.
Yeah.
We should write a show, the five of
Yeah.
us. I think 5 white men could sell a show right now.
Yes. That's what the industry
With one
wants.
Mexican baby.
There you go.
But no, I didn't cut anything. I didn't do nothing. I just sat there.
But did they cut his
Is
dick?
your kid circumcised?
Thank you.
That's what
I
we're
don't
trying
like
to get
talk
at.
about this kind of
We
stuff.
want to know about your kid's dick.
People are very judgmental. It's a child.
Oh,
he has
you
a
get
dick.
it. You do. I got attacked. I got attacked by a lot of people when I got my kid circumcised.
Really?
Yeah, people get
But
very
it's not
frust-
something you think about. Look, I'm Irish Catholic from Boston. It's just something you do. And they come in, we're going to take the kid. Okay, you're so fucked up, you don't even know what's going on. I guess. And they take it and they rip shit off your kid's dick and then hand them back to you with a red dick. You're like,
Pretty
what do I
wild.
do now? And they're like, it's okay. And then, you hope for the best.
Yeah.
You hope he likes it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like yours.
Yeah, I love
You know?
yours.
Yeah.
I'm also clipped, but I wish that I hadn't been mutilated.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding. Guy who makes it serious. All kidding aside.
I've seen those protesters out there every now and then. Like, it's mutilation.
They have red paint on the front of their white
Yes,
pants. Those guys are
yes.
the fucking what buzzkills.
I know. What is this, October 7th? Take it easy.
Those are Palestinians.
Oh.
The Jew, the not okay.
My white kid is clipped, but my Mexican, they're like, you got to make an appointment. And I was like, yeah. So he's just sleeping bagging it. Like, it's full on.
So when they see each other's dicks, are they like, hey, what's going on here?
I mean, it's like 10 years apart, so they don't really look at each other's dicks.
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah,
I'm not
for
like,
one,
hey,
it's really
14-year-old,
bad.
go
The other
take a
one-
bath with your brother. Like, it's weird.
How old
you know?
is the little guy?
I got a 6 and 14.
Yeah, you don't want the 14-year-old staring at the 6-year-old.
No, yeah. They hate each other. It's wild.
Well, Bobby and I are 10 years apart. We look at each other's dick all the time.
All the time. I've seen his dick. Every time we FaceTime, the camera slowly comes down. I mean, talking about serious stuff, like, yeah, man, thanks so much for helping me out, and it slowly pans down, and his cock has been hard.
Sure.
Full hard the whole time we're on the phone.
And that's funny.
Yeah. Unless you
got-
work for CNN.
I don't want to live in a world where having a conversation with someone on the phone and then you show them your hard dick isn't funny. That's not,
Yep.
that's gold.
Yeah.
Louis loves that.
Pretty
one.
good. In high school, the old wristwatch, they're like, oh, what time it is? You got the
yeah.
wristwatch on. Or you got the tumor, you remember?
Yes.
You guys remember that? It's like, oh, man, my stomach's been hurting. I got the tumor, and it's just your friend's ball sitting outside of their pants.
Or
You're like,
the
this
bat
guy's
wing.
awesome.
That was a big
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
You
Bat
stretch it
wing,
out.
Satin gum,
Satin gum.
monkey brains.
You get someone tuck it and just do the girl thing, and that's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sounds of the lambs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that today.
Tommy,
I do that every time I take a shower.
Me too.
You ever see the video where the guy tucks The guy tucks his balls in his asshole and then farts them out.
Yes.
It's one of the greatest things on the internet.
Yeah, that's great.
And you'll be like, and you'll watch it 75 times. And you'll show it to your wife or your grandmother. It's the best video ever because he has a nice asshole.
Yeah. I directed that video. I'm very proud of that. Took him 40 takes to get it, but he finally popped him out. We celebrated.
It's a
One
big
of my
dick.
favorite videos. You
Now,
want to see it?
do women ever do this?
Sure.
You guys are late. Do you ever, like, you're talking to your friend and then you go, hey, time for clams, and then you, anything like that? Clam sauce. No? Well, you're the only two women, so I don't know who else to ask. Women over there? Boobs? You
Boob
take your
stuff.
tits out in a conversation? Sometimes?
All right.
Like you're talking to one of your girl, hey, Sue.
Whoa.
Wait, you got itchy tits and then they fall out?
Great dick. Good
That might be
piece.
different.
All right, ready? Here you go.
All right, this is bad pop here.
God.
Wait, I don't like that. I don't like that.
It's pretty
I
wild.
don't
It
like
looks like he's
that.
laying
That's crazy.
eggs.
That looked like soft serve ice cream for a second.
Yeah.
It was
Also,
two
the
balls.
guy's dick is like 7 feet long.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
huge
you
dong.
gotta have a big dick and a nice ass to do this video right.
Can we pull this up on the big
Get
screen?
that on the projector. Airdrop it to the guy who owns the place.
No, we can't show this.
Yes,
we'll
you
get fucking
can.
shut down.
It's fucking awesome.
Let me see it, Bob.
No.
It's pretty good.
Let me see it.
Oh, come on.
All right, okay,
Jim.
there's a man's hiney,
Yeah.
a long penis, and his balls just drooped out
That
of it.
was
Yeah.
really impressive.
Yeah.
Man.
The
What good
craziest-
timing he had. Even ran in the room with his balls tucked to
Yeah.
keep the joke pure.
I wonder how many takes that took.
74.
How many fights he got in with his wife?
Yeah.
The craziest part is the length of his dick. I couldn't stop staring at his dick.
Got a big piece.
Big hog.
And I never see the back of a dick that often.
Oh, you got to
That's
live
how-
a little. Sorry. Sorry. I cut
Oh,
you
no,
off.
please.
Do you guys ever get milked, like when you're in your...
I love
Yeah.
milk.
That used to be my thing from 95 to 2003.
But you were in a
I was the milking king of Boston.
Wait.
barn though.
You're fat now too.
I know.
Yeah, when I used to love that.
The milking.
Yeah, I used to have a girl that just did that.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't even have sex. She would just put me on all fours and milk me like a fucking baby calf.
Oh, wow. Was there a missing kid on the side of your leg?
That would be a great tattoo. Just to surprise her one day. Yeah,
had a
I
girl-
liked it. I remember one time it was hot. Like one of those hot New York days we used to have before climate change. And she went, we did it, and then she literally went like this to my butt. I got into my position. She went, go wash your bum, honey.
Wow.
Damn. Now, was there a milking table? Have you seen that where they get under it?
Oh yeah, the massage table with the hole in it.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
No, I didn't know they had that.
Yeah.
I'd ask for that for Christmas.
So
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are you doing? They're on Amazon.
Yeah. It's a great place to put a cactus under.
So what are you doing it then? How are you doing it? The milking.
Well, I don't do it. She does it.
But that's just a hand job, is it
Well,
not?
it's from the back though. You pull everything from the back.
Yeah.
Like you pull it from the back and buda buda buda, and ba 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 ba, and then boom.
Oh, man. You're a good dad. From the back.
Yeah.
I don't want
Any
people...
girl did that? Any girl? Don't be embarrassed. Raise your hand.
There's
And if
only
you-
6 women here.
We got
Nobody ever did that from behind.
someone either scratched their face or raised their hand politely, and
Yeah.
I'm staring at them, so now I feel weird.
And if you...
Look at there's a couple guys like this. She did it.
Come
I
on.
always find it's hard to really spice things up when you're married, because I talk about this a lot, because you have to segue back into your regular life.
I would never let my wife do that
What?
because I love her. I would never let her. Especially now, I'm 53. It looks like an elephant's knee pad down there. I don't know.
But it's hard to be like, let's bring a guy over to fuck you in front of me the way I pray for. Because then you have to be like, okay, take care, Glenn. Good to meet you. And then you got to go back to eating spaghetti and meatballs together. Yeah. It's just
I've
too
done
weird.
that. I've done that. We did it with a male escort years ago with a girlfriend I had, and I wanted to see her blow a guy. But we got an escort, so it wouldn't be somebody who got attached to her. and he came over and he had a considerably larger penis than I did. And, she liked it a lot.
That's tough.
I one time did that in a beach town. I was on vacation. This lady was hitting on me, and then her husband comes over, and her husband's like just talking, and then he leaves, and she's like, "Do you want to fuck me?" And I was like, "What about your husband?" She's like, "Here's the deal. He's gonna watch." I was like, "All right." And I go over there, and we start, and he's just in the kitchen, like at the island, drinking a beer and like watching. I was like, this is like behind me. I was like, this guy's about to kill me. I'm like panicking. I'm like, so I'm like slowly like just like turn her to the side like that.
Was it Jerry Falwell?
It was so fucking weird. And then finally, I finished, and also I'm scared because I was so scared I didn't even take my jeans off all the way. I got the shoes on and the jeans on.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
I'm so vulnerable right now, And so I finish, and then I get to leave, and the guy's like, on the way out, he goes, "Let me walk you out," and he's like, "Thank you very much." And I was like, "All right."
Was he Elvis?
It was an Elvis impersonator.
By the way, do you know the humiliation of being a cuck? And then a guy's like, "It's funny, I've been the bull in that situation." I did the fucking.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it? The bull?
The bull and the cuck. Yeah. What are you fucking? What are you, a rookie?
Hey, I never became a bull. I was always just a cow.
Wait, so
Nice.
I feel like you skipped some parts. So did he jerk off?
He didn't do anything. He literally,
He didn't
first
jerk
of all,
off? He just watches?
Pretty sure he's like a MAGA hat wearing guy. He had like a camo. The whole thing was, he was like an army guy. He could have kicked my ass so easily. It was terrifying. And then I'm like, ooh, equal rights. Like it was fucking, I didn't know. It was so strange.
So this was recently.
I'm not putting a timestamp on it.
Okay, but it was mega times.
Yeah, I mean, he existed for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is like in the last 9 years.
He was polite. He was nice, and he was like thankful that I railed his wife. And
Wow.
So
That's
Mega's
pretty-
not that bad.
yeah, I think
There you
so.
go.
You know?
Did you wear a condom?
Yeah, come on.
Good move.
Did she come?
No.
Who knows?
She's not.
There's
She's
no
not.
way.
She's not coming to a
I don't
fucking
know.
cuck.
I did. You know what? I did get paranoid that I left the condom there. Like I
'cause
know.
they
It was
can
like
squeeze it
I
into
should have
her-
tied it off and put it in my pocket and left. But instead, I threw it in the trash, and then for like months later, I was like, they're probably doing shit with my cum. Like
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
Well, and they could accuse you of,
He sounds like a faggot.
Yeah, he drank it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely drank that.
Yeah, but that's what.
Nobody's drinking cum out of a barrel. If you're gonna drink cum, it's fresh.
I don't know. What do you do, Jim?
But when I imagine, when I imagine being a cuck every morning, I'm picturing myself standing and jerking off on the guy.
Yeah, I think maybe he can't get. I don't know. I didn't really like dig in, but maybe he couldn't get hard. Maybe.
But he was all zipped up.
He was full. He literally was drinking a Coors Light and smoking a cigarette, and I was like, "This is awesome."
I've had that happen. I had that happen at the Stress Factory.
Oh wow.
What happened?
Yeah, after the show, this beautiful, like, she was older than me at the time, but like 38 or something. It was really sexy. She's like, "Hey," blah, 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 and she whispered in my ear, "I want to blow you, but my husband's gonna watch. Is that okay?" I went, "Yeah, Green was right back there." As soon as I'm done fucking selling my CD, and I went in the green room, and she was there, and he just stood in the corner like fucking Count Dracula in the shadows.
Whoa.
I didn't give a shit.
What, do you catch eyes with him? Is that
I
weird?
stared right at him. I was like this.
Wow.
Make sure he's not reaching for something in his pocket.
I made him look down like a fucking dog. He went.
Whoa.
It was kind of sexy, but I mean, she had beautiful breasts, and she really was into it. And right at the end, they're like, "Okay, bye," and I held, she cleaned up, blah blah blah, and they was just like, "See you later," and I was like, "Bye," and then a couple years later, I had one of my fats, like I got fat again. I was just fucking. And they showed up, and I saw them, and I was like, because when you get fat, you really don't know that you're fat. You just your friends talking behind your back how fat you are. And I didn't know. I was like, "Hey guys, I'll see you after the show." And they're like, "Nope, bye." And they just fucking left. I was like, "I'm fat."
Did you sell her a CD?
I didn't have a CD at then. The first time I did, I gave her a CD and then some.
Yeah.
I met a couple one time through the I think it was the newspaper. Like years ago, you could write people through the paper, and it was a woman. Like the Star Ledger and all that stuff in New Jersey.
20s?
They had singles ads.
Beep, 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 beep. I'm on a cum on your wife's tits. Extra, read all about it. Little gay man wants to suck a guy off in front of his wife.
Well, it was only her who advertised because she said she wanted to meet a straight guy. And when I talked to her, like I sent her a picture through the mail, like the regular mail, and she's like, I'm married, but I wanted to get straight guys, but my husband wants to watch. So I went to their house in North Jersey, and it was so bizarre. He looked like a little pizza maker. Like she was probably, I was about 22, and she was about 35, and he was probably in his 60s.
Whoa.
And we 69'd, she and I, and she was blowing me. But then I looked over, and I realized he was very, very close to my penis. So I think he may have been a little helper. But I couldn't really tell if he was
It'd be
touching
funny if
my
he was
dick.
doing a watercolor.
No, I think he got a couple of little swipes in. Yeah, that's.
Oh, like
I think so.
Let me tell you, you know he did. You know.
I don't know. I would tell you,
Then
believe me.
Fuck.
Wait.
There's no way no way you felt two tongues on your balls and dick.
But it might have been. She might have pulled off, and he might have went on like.
Oh, it's like when you leave the dog on the bed. You know, you're like, somebody licked my asshole, and it felt good. I lost my virginity to an old bag prostitute, and her husband was there for the virginity.
Wow.
Prostitute had a husband? You mean pimp?
I think they seemed friendly.
Yeah. Pimps are friendlier.
Did you pay or was it?
No charge.
Wow.
What?
I think she had a thing
love.
for little boys.
You sure you just weren't
doesn't?
molested?
You
You were
either
just
way.
molested by your aunt?
I was 16. She was probably 52.
Yeah, you did get molested. That is
I got molested, and I
That's
liked
gross.
it.
That's my wife's age.
Ugh. Sorry, it might have been her, but
It can be for the right price.
$2.50. Sorry, Bob.
If we fuck your wife enough, you can buy a milking table. But yeah, so
How much are they?
I think they're gotta be like $80. Less than Joe's shirt, that's for sure.
$270.
You've never done anything weird.
Oh, come on, the black hookers.
That's not weird.
Yeah, that's not weird.
Well, if you
You've
saw
never.
Oh, they just robbed us. I didn't even fuck anybody. They just smeared their tits on my glasses and took my money.
It was like a James Bond car. They fogged up your.
I've been robbed by hooker. I mean, I've eaten assholes out.
Yeah, but you.
All right.
That's not weird at all now. It's 20.
Who was he?
I don't know, some guy, he was dressed like a cow, his dick was sticking out.
Did you ever have a threesome?
No.
Did you ever have?
Really?
Did you ever have?
But we had those two old ladies that time.
Oh yeah.
Mark and I each had an old bag.
Yeah, we broke
That
into
was-
that nursing home. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was after a show, and were they sisters or aunts? What the fuck were they?
They weren't nuns.
Aunts is older for some reason.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
They were golden.
And we went
girls.
back to their hotel. They must have been 50. Oh, and I fucked like a 380-pound woman while
wrong
Tom
with that?
Dustin fucked a grandmother in the same bed.
Oh,
And she was bleeding, too.
Oh.
attaboy. Joe.
Well, I've told this story many times, but she also broke the tile. She was pissing while she blew me.
Broke the tile.
Yeah, somehow a tile got broke. This is an old hotel, but she was sitting on the toilet. She's like, I gotta piss so bad.
Are you,
This is
sure,
in-
are you sure you didn't fuck a baby gorilla?
That's crazy.
And while she was blowing me, I was so fucked up, and I was like holding on the shower curtain, and then she was like, I gotta piss, and it was like, it was so aggressively waterfally, and it
Yeah.
really,
While she blew you?
yeah.
Oh, do you know how much I've spent on that?
That's like a blumpkin, but not quite, right?
Yeah.
Blumpkin is blowing while shitting.
Or you remember?
It's a pumpkin.
Remember the time we did the show upstate? We did the show upstate, and we're coming back, and I'm starving. I'm like, I'm hungry. And he's like, nah, I want. He drives like this. Nah, I want to get home. I'm like, what? All of a sudden he sees adult bookstore, middle of nowhere, cuts across the fucking highway. He goes in, and I'm sitting there just waiting, and he comes out fucking motherfuckers, cocksuckers. He's all mad. Remember you were mad?
I remember the place, but I don't remember why I was mad.
You were mad because guys, it was a gay spot. You went in to jerk off in a booth, but it was a gay jerk off booth, and they just kept knocking on the door politely.
Yeah, the
and
quiet.
You're like, I'm in here, and they're like, knock, 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 knock. And you kept having to say, I'm in here, and they didn't get the hint.
Or the worst is when there's a hole in the jerk off booth and you just see a crooked finger come through and do that. I've seen that. That's a buzzkill. Yeah.
And I remember we went. I just didn't understand that, and we were at the. You finally took me to McDonald's, and I was like, dude, would you like if someone gave you $1 million? You know, you did that game, dude. Would you, if somebody gave you $1 million cash, tax free, no one will ever know, suck off an old guy and let him come in your mouth for $1 million?
I like that it's tax free.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm in.
Yeah, if Uncle Sam's got his dirty hands in there, I'm not sucking that cock.
He goes, what are you, crazy? Of course I would. I just let a black chick shit on my chest and I paid her $500.
What are you, Vince McMahon? Jesus Christ.
I was riding around looking at transgender gals one night in the meatpacking district before it got really expensive, is where all those hookers would hang out. And there was one I just kept riding around and looking, and I pulled up to her, and she reached in and she took my glasses, because I was wearing my glasses. And I was like, and she goes, for wasting my time, and took my glasses, and I was like, I couldn't see at all.
Yeah.
And I saw a police car drive by, and I had to drive up, and I beeped the horn, and I flashed down the police car, and I'm like, that lady took my glasses, so the police had to go and get this woman to give back my glasses.
You're like a horny Karen.
And the cop's like, you know that those are not chicks. I'm like, oh, I didn't know.
I didn't have my glasses on.
I was driving back from a shitty Jersey gig with this new kid, and we're sitting in the meatpacking district. He came through the Holland Tunnel, and we're at a red light, and the kid goes, and we see these transgendered hookers coming down, and they're barely trying. One of them looked like Lamont from Sanford and Son.
Timely.
And he he's like, yo, man, is it true about Jim Norton is that all bullshit? Is that true? And I literally looked to my left, and at the car next to me at the light was him in his little Saturn. It was probably the same night you got your glasses stolen.
No, that was years
Does that
before.
answer your question? I went, Norton.
Saturn. I'm surprised you weren't driving a Uranus. That glasses thing that's brutal.
Oh, yeah, she reached right in and snatched them, invaded my space. It was humiliating.
I remember like street prostitutes were exciting and fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now I would never do a prostitute because you got to go to their house.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're in their apartment. It's like, ugh.
You know too much. You see
Yeah,
their
like-
dog and their couch and their
wanna-
DVD collection.
I don't want to bump into like an open micer that's living next door in the same house in Astoria.
Right,
know?
right.
Back
Is
in
this
the
about
day-
me? I headline.
Well, back in the day, on 43rd Street, there was just all street walk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Before the internet, there was girls like in G-strings and high heels just walking the streets, and as soon as you pulled up, they'd come up to the car, yo, baby. And it was kind of exciting, even if you weren't going to do it.
Yeah.
Just to talk to them and
Oh, yeah.
let them reach in and grab you. You a cop? You a cop? No, I'm not a cop.
Oh, that's hot.
There was a Hess station on 10th Avenue, right by that Hess
Yeah.
station.
Yeah, right over there. It was wild.
Oh, yeah. I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood, and my dad was the whitest man on the planet, and he dressed like Joe. And so, like, black kids would be playing in the fire hydrant spraying, and he'd pull up before school and be like, excuse me, that's illegal. And I was like, oh, jeez, you know. But there was one morning where there was a couple of hookers out in front of our house hooking. And my dad was like, you can't stand here. And they're like, fuck you, motherfucker. And they start kicking the car with the heels. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, these ladies are crazy. Later I found out because I fucked one of them. But I didn't know they were hookers at the time. I was too innocent.
You ever hit the hooker game? I know you got a 14-year-old and a 6-year-old that listen. But
Yeah, both of them hooker moms.
Hooker Moms is a new MTV show.
It was a payment plan. Still gotta keep going. You know, I've dabbled in my
Okay.
life. I've dabbled a little bit. I don't you know.
They're gonna come back to New York, I think.
No, the street walking will probably never happen again because it's all like on apps and online. It's so much easier.
The migrants will need work.
What's the new website we were talking about in the regs?
Ooh, I don't know. I forget.
Eros.
Yeah, but
The website?
Yeah, the Euro. You know Euro.
Eros is still up. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
it's still up, but it's like the high end. It's like buying a Lexus. I just want to get like a used pre-owned Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
He's
what I
not
mean?
spending over 150. That's it.
150. What is it? 87? At least 200. 250. What's the going rates, Jim?
I haven't literally in 5 years.
Wow.
I have not. I haven't fucked anybody else.
Fucking big,
Look
man.
at you.
That's huge, dude.
Yeah,
Sober.
I believe I have not cheated on my wife. It's amazing.
Yeah, dude, you
Good for you.
could have bought a house with the money you spent on prostitutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you buy new glasses?
No, I went back to contacts. I was like, they'll never get me again.
That'd be so awful. She's like, hey.
Yeah, you drive by.
Just took your
Or
contacts out.
they just came in them.
So Andrew, did you prepare a story? Because I told Andrew, bring a humdinger,
Yeah.
a barn burner.
I got one. Trigger warning. It's a 3 sexual assaults in one night situation.
You
All
fuck-
right.
You raped 3 women in one
Oh,
time.
no. Come on.
That's
No.
impressive.
It's a good one. It's
I can't wait.
Yeah, 25 years old, go down to Mexico for the very first time. I went with a lady she was my roommate at the time. She goes, let's go to Mexico. I'll pay for it all because I'm broke. I got nothing. And I was like, oh, well, this lady doesn't want anything from me. This is perfect. And we go to Mexico. Matamoros, which is a border town. Real
yeah.
piece
Been
of
there.
shit drug town. And we go down the main street, and this guy in Spanish goes, $13 all you can drink. And I was like, that's all I got, so that's perfect.
Good
right?
deal.
Wow.
Yeah, so I go in, and it's just like horchata containers, like full of booze. Like one says Jack and Coke on it, but it was definitely like gasoline. It was bad. So it was shit.
This is on the Texas side or the Mexico
No,
side?
we're in Mexico.
Okay.
We left Texas already, but we're like a mile and a half from Texas.
Gotcha.
You know? But back then, all you needed is an ID. Now they care who comes over and back, but back then, just an ID. And so we go in. We're getting hammered. We're having a great time. They have a shot bar. There's 4 shot glasses. And there's a guy with 2 fingers. It's crazy, right? It's an old man. And you go up, you're like, can I get 2 shots? He'd pour half Sprite, half tequila. He'd slam it down. He'd give it to you. And then he wouldn't wash it and give it to the next person. Like, it was disgusting.
Nice.
It's brutal.
So the shot is half.
Half tequila, half Sprite. That's just, it
sucks.
was $13 all you can drink. What were we expecting here?
Okay, that's fair.
You know, so we're having a good time. I'm pretty fucking hammered at this point. And we're dancing, and this girl comes over to me, and she's like, hey, my friend thinks you're cute. You want to dance with him? And I go, yeah, I'd love to dance with
Were
him.
you dancing with just you and your friend?
That's just us, just hanging out.
You and a dude?
No, it was a girl.
Oh,
Chick.
sorry.
Yeah. She looked like you, but she was a girl. But
You look like a goth Keebler elf.
I know girls like that, and they'll blow you while pissing.
yeah, well, we're dancing and we're having a good time. This lady comes over. She's like, you want to dance with my friend? I go, I'd love to. And then a few minutes later, I'm surrounded by like 10 people, and they're like circling all around us and dancing. And I was like, what the
God.
hell's going on? And I realized I'm in a gay bar. It's all guys. And I was like, oh shit, I'm cool with that. I'm okay. Like I'm not gonna make a deal of it. But then I go, I got to get out of this situation, and there's a language barrier, and I don't know how to say, I don't want to suck your cock, but, you know. So I just go, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. And I didn't realize.
That's the wrong thing to
That's
do
the
in a gay
exact
bar.
wrong-
Yeah.
It's literally
that
the
means-
fucking the cock-sucking cave.
Yeah.
That means.
It's like somebody like, I got it. I got to go to the bathroom.
That's the equivalent of ringing a dinner bell.
Yeah, no. And I didn't know, but.
I got to go drop trow, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
I'm gonna go take a poop.
I gotta get blown.
So I go to the bathroom, and I'm pretending to pee at the urinal, just trying to, like, I'm too drunk to really, like, how do I handle this? And 2 guys followed me into the stall.
Ooh, baby.
And then I turn around, my dick's out, because I'm not good at pretending, I guess.
You're
And,
hard.
yeah. Well, one of them grabs my dick and puts it in the other guy's mouth.
Nice.
Right?
Whoa.
And then the other one grabs it, and I'm like fucking drunk, and I'm like, oh, this feels awesome.
Wow.
But
He took it and put it in the other guy's mouth?
I
That's a
didn't. He
good
did it.
friend.
They were like,
No, he
boom.
did. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
they were
saying.
sharing. They were
That's a
like,
good buddy.
They were
it was a
3
whole-
card Montying your dick.
It was, yeah, it was a whole thing. And they're sharing. I'm like panicking, and I'm like, this feels good, but you know, I'm too like I can't, you know. And so, so I go, I support you guys, but I don't really support this. So we get out of here.
I love that.
And then
I love that you're so liberal while getting raped.
yeah.
You're like, I'm for gay marriage. I just, it's the gay assault I'm a little awkward about.
Yeah, I'm a snowflake for sure. And then the security comes in, he bangs on it. He's like, hey, what are you boys doing in there? I was like, I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm doing nothing. And
Please tell me he came in and started sucking your balls.
And he kicks us out. And we get kicked out of the bathroom. I'm like, I wasn't really even doing anything. It was all them. And I get to my friend. I was like, we got to get the fuck out of here. She goes, what happened? I was like, let's just not talk about it.
Are you kind of like puffed up at this point?
I just got the best blowjob of my life.
It was great, but I was like panicking. I was too, you know, honestly, that was my 20s. If it was in my 30s, I'd be like, you guys just finished, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, you know.
I gotta get out of here. I met Jim Norton at a bar. Crazy.
Were they were sharing it?
Yeah, they were going back and forth, but it was too
Jim
much.
wouldn't share.
No, a guy's spit is disgusting to me.
Yeah, it's
What?
Really?
Yeah, disgusting. A man's spit. Go, proceed.
That's where you draw the line? All right. No one saw that coming.
I like that with a man's foot, by the way. A man has sandal. I'd rather suck a guy's dick than his toes.
Yep.
I remember. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I
I went to
appreciate
one of
Jim's
those
support.
massage parlors, and then 20 minutes into the massage, I looked down, and there was a dude's foot in women's flip-flops. And I looked up, it was just an old Asian guy, and he went, we were busy. Was that good?
So what happened? Did you leave the bar?
All right, so I grabbed my friend. I was like, we got to get the fuck out of here. And we get out of that bar, and we walk back to America. And
The smell of tequila on your cock.
It's like a Simon and Garfunkel song.
and I was like, dude, you won't believe how I kind of tell her the whole story. And at this point, I'm fucking hammered. Like, I'm brown. I'm not blackout, but I'm coming in and out, right? And so we get to our Days Inn that we're staying in. And we got 2 beds. I lay in one. She lays in the other. And I like kind of fall asleep, and I come to, and she's on top of me.
Whoa.
And then I like kind of fall asleep
You
again.
got raped twice?
Well,
Hold on.
technically 3 times. But then she's on top of me, right? And I come to again, and she's like on my dick, and I'm like, oh shit, like
Inside her?
inside. And I remember this moment. I remember being confused about what happened earlier. I was like, that felt pretty awesome. But then also remembering, I hate what's going on right now.
So you're gay.
Right? And so no, you're so close, because this is what I got. I look at her and I go, I think I'm gay.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks for ruining that.
Sorry. Stepped on that. I just wanted to call you gay.
But then she goes, why does this always happen to me?
Whoa.
And my first thought was like, probably because of the rape, but
Yeah.
And then she cried, and I cried, and I held her all night long. And we drove 4 hours back to Houston the next day and said no words, and I moved out the next day.
Wow.
So you guys were buddies? How did you guys know
She was
each
my
other?
roommate.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, it was brutal. It was the worst roommate I ever had.
See, ladies, you guys got it good. You rape someone and they hold you all night. Doesn't happen with us.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand why you couldn't. Why didn't you just fuck her?
Yeah, good
be
point.
cool, man.
Yeah, Bob.
I mean,
I say this to every...
You already let 2 old Mexican guys suck your dick.
No.
Throw your friend
were
a bone, you piece
These
of
were
shit.
hot twinks. These were fucking hot kids.
Oh, all right, I'm sorry.
They're not
okay.
kids, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They were at least 18 years old. They were of Mexican age, whichever that.
11.
I say that to every sexual assault victim I meet. I'm like, just fucking enjoy it, dude. Be cool.
They're pleasing you. No, okay, that got weird.
Just kidding.
Yeah, that woman right there just got really.
Did you ever go back to Mexico?
Yeah, I've been a couple
Had to get his
times.
kid
Yeah.
from those 2 guys.
No,
Yeah. He's like, hey, did you
Papi.
take my brother back?
That's wild, dude. You got blown.
What about glory holes? Are those the real?
Yep.
Yeah, those are,
I've never seen one, but I've always wanted to
I've
try.
made one.
If we build the Mexican wall, we should put one in there.
Just a bunch of glory holes.
Yeah.
Whoever sucks the best dick gets in.
It's a very trusting endeavor. to put your dick through a
Of
hole in the wall
course.
like that because you don't know if there's a sociopath on the other side. It's a really crazy. It's a very dangerous thing.
You've
to
done
do.
it.
Of
Yeah, I feel
course.
like a lot of
Have
people.
you ever?
No.
I feel like a lot of people are worried like what the person looks like on the other
cares?
side. I'm worried that they would cut my dick off.
That's-
That's
yeah.
that's the vulnerable part, right?
Like a baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if it was like an awesome cock and this guy was disgusting? Would that bother you?
No, it'd be like being in a mirror.
Bravo.
Jimbo.
Bravo.
So if you had to be on one side of a glory hole, which side would you rather be on? The side getting your dick sucked or the side sucking the dick? I'm taking polls. I don't know. I'm not saying one way or the other's better. I'm just saying,
Jim's
would you
taking
rather put
polls.
the lipstick on and suck off that beautiful cock or have some stranger sucking your dick?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
If you put your dick in a glory hole and someone started sucking it, but you weren't gonna know who it was, would you be okay with that? Or do you have to know if is it a girl or is it a guy or is it your sister?
I think I'd like to know who it is, I guess.
You want to know? What
Yeah.
Doesn't
I'd like to
that
know.
defeat the purpose of a glory hole? Isn't the whole thing like you don't know?
I don't understand the whole, because you have to be like flat against the thing. It's not comfy.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. Your fucking face is against wood. and
No,
your
Jim,
hands
the
are
other
there.
way. The other way.
What's that?
The other way.
What do you
He
mean?
was talking about the guy
Wait.
sticking your dick in.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
When you stick your dick in,
Yeah.
yeah, there's not a ledge for you to lean on and look over at it. It's a wall.
Every
Yeah, I don't want to get blown standing up or against a wall.
That's exactly
Oh,
it.
I thought you were talking about when your face is down there.
No, well, that's obvious. Your face, but I know. But if you're getting blown through a hole, your face is against the wall.
I would have to have, like, you know, they have different size shirts.
Yeah.
Yes, I know about
They
that.
would have to have different size glory hole walls.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because the glory hole walls I've seen is like, you know, like the thick plywood. I would have to get like that sanded 1/4-inch plywood just to make it worth it.
Or have a guy with lips that kind of stretch and come through to your side. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like a glory hole screen door so you can kind of have your face in the netting and you can look down and see.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then there's like a breeze.
That's just gay. Just get blown at your fucking summer house.
What's the best position to be blown in? Seated, laying, standing?
I like to be standing. When
Really?
I blow a guy.
But my knees get. But your knees start to buckle. You
I
get
like
all
a buckle.
wobbly.
I
You like a wobble?
buckle. Yeah.
I don't want a wobble.
On Black Twitter, I hear it's from the back. That's just what I've heard.
Milking.
Yeah, milking.
No. Yeah, no, like sucking it from the back.
Yeah, milking.
Like,
That's
is that?
milking. That's
Yeah.
that
doesn't
yeah, you're a
sound good.
fucking cow.
I don't. There's no way
Right,
any of our
girls?
dicks reach through the back.
Yeah, you're the cow.
Ah, you did it.
Yeah.
Have you done it? Look at me.
You did the cow
Come on,
milk?
have you done it?
She's
You
done
it.
the cow milk.
Nice. Good for you. You're
If-
an honest person.
If she doesn't finish, you get bluebells.
Yeah, she slaps a blue ribbon on my ass when I'm done.
I prefer to sit. Getting blown. I prefer to sit.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's just more comfortable, and I can play with my nipples. Like I
Lay
just-
down.
God
sit there.
almighty.
Reach down, touch his ass.
I like to be on my back.
Yeah,
Oh,
back
yeah?
is good.
I like
Yeah.
back, bag, legs up a little bit.
Hold the ankles,
Get right here. Well,
Stirrups.
and then say, "Eat my pussy."
No, they call it a bussy.
Yeah, that's right.
I like to
have you
lift
ever-
my balls and say, "Eat my pussy."
have you ever said that really?
No. Joe, have you ever
I'd
gotten your
rather
ass
not-
eaten?
Yeah, of course. What am I? A fucking? You guys are acting like I'm a,
Yeah.
I'm a
Altar
fucking
boy.
wild animal alcoholic piece of shit. Yeah.
You had a girl eating your butt and you said, eat my pussy?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would have never admitted that till right now.
No. Yeah. That's funny.
I actually slapped my own ass once.
Oh, you lost me.
That's weird. That's weird.
We were so into it, and I was like, ooh. She was like, yeah, you know when you get that fucking passion grind, ooh, you fucking hit that ass. I was all fucking, and then I was like, I want some, and I fucking cracked. I slapped her like that, and she just went. I just remember she turned around, she went, "Did you slap your own ass?" I was like, yeah.
My buddy and I, Tom Dustin, we gave an intervention to a stripper who her move was to slap her ass so fucking hard. Like every time she danced, we went to the strip club often, and she would go. And it was welted up, like it had purple and yellow, fucking.
Wow.
And we sat down. We were like, "Hey, come over here." And we were like, "You don't have to do that. I don't think anyone's really reacting. Like no one's responding." And it felt like we did an act of service. We were like, nobody's like, if you look, like nobody's like, "Whoa," and her fucking ass was all yellow and shit.
It literally is the stripper's version of saying a lot of crazy shit going on.
Because all strippers have to have a move that kind
Right.
of sets them apart. And I remember I went to one strip club, and it was an older stripper that came out. She was pretty, but she was older later in the show. And her move was to take Windex and toilet paper and wash all the smudge stains from the other stripper off the glass.
Oh.
I thought that was so creative. She would just come out and
Oh, that
kinda
was. I
clean
think
it.
she was just hired to do
No,
that.
she'd take her.
She's
She'd
just
take
to
her
help.
tits out and bend over.
Oh, all
And it was
right.
all because it was all smudged up from the other before.
If if I owned a strip club, I'd be like, oh yeah, your thing is gonna be unclogging the toilet naked. Yeah.
No, I mean, I've told this story before, but we went to Montreal all the time. I'm sure you did the same in Boston. Like, we were underage. You'd drive to Montreal. You could drink and go to strip clubs when you're
Super
18,
sex.
19, 20. Yes. And so we went up there, and one time we pooled our money to get a double dong show where these two women would fuck each other in the back privately.
Double dong show. That's where I got my shit tailored. You weren't here for that.
So they fuck each other, and then she was like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "I'm Joe." And she was like, "Oh, I'm Joe. I have small dick. Look how small my dick is."
It was my tailor.
She knew you.
I was like, "What the fuck is this? I don't want that." But I think because the glasses, people think I want to be called small dick. But I'm like, I don't want to be small dick. She's like, "Oh, I don't feel anything. Your dick too small."
What is she, British?
No, they were both Asian.
Oh, I see.
And I was just like, "What? This sucks."
You didn't like it.
No, I wasn't into it. I don't want to be called small dick. I got a
Sure.
nice
Did
dick.
she talk regular and then do an Asian accent? Did she go, "What's your name, Joe?" "Oh, look at Joe. You got small dick. Little tiny, look like a volcano."
No, that's what they sounded like year round.
Little spring roll.
The best strip club I ever went to was, the most fucked up one was in Troy, New York.
Oh, I know Troy.
Yeah.
And Troy
right next
is,
to Albany.
It's a fucking shithole.
Oh, yeah.
So me, Billy Bird, Joe DeRosa, and I believe Jay were doing a college.
Okay.
And we did the college, and we're walking around the little shitty town there, and there's like, it looks like an old subway.
Yeah.
And the windows are all blocked up, but we're like, this is something. We open the door. It's a like strip club, but kind of on its last legs. And we walk in, there's just two dudes like this, staring at the stage, two girls on the stage. We walk in, they were like pumped.
Yeah.
Youngblood, like, "Hey!" And I go, "What's up?" And they sat us down, and we're hanging out. And then I went up to the guy. I go, right when New York was like, no more smoking, I was like, "Dude, can we smoke?" He goes, "Fucking." Walked over. He Bronx-tailed it, locked the door. "You can now."
Wow.
I was like, "Oh my God." And then he goes, "Yo, Gary," to the DJ, "let's do it." These girls, all of a sudden, the lights start going on and off.
Bow, bow.
These girls have a duffel bag, each one of them,
Oh,
of
shit.
dildos. And the stage was a pit that you kind of went up and looked in. And so we all went up, and they're just in there. And they start doing all this crazy shit they weren't doing. And they're taking dildos, and they're putting it. And as they're doing it, the lights are going down, down, down. The music's going down. And it's like, boom. And all of a sudden, she's going to put this thing in this other girl. And it goes dark. And the guy goes, "You want those lights up? Start tipping, boys." And we're like, boom, the lights go up, motherfucker! And he did that like 5 times. It was the most crazy. We just went, like a little bit softer now, a little bit louder now.
Wow.
And then,
Is this still there?
no, it's gone.
Fuck.
And then Joe DeRosa, right at the end, we had such a great night. It was fucking great. And the guy goes, hey, 2 for 1 dances right now. They all went up to get 2 for 1 up to the upper VIPs and Joe's. I stayed down to smoke because I don't really like strip clubs. Fuck, I don't want to dance. I like that shit.
You sound like you hate them.
Well, that was fun. Yeah. But all of a sudden, I see Joe DeRosa, his girl walking down, fucking huffing and puffing, and then Joe's following her, kind of going, yeah, what now? You know, I couldn't hear him, but you could see his plot. What now? And then I see the guy fucking arguing, and Joe's like, no, the thing is, I walk over, she danced, I guess it was half of a second song, whatever. He's like, dude, it wasn't 2 dances, man. You know, man, you said it's 2 dances. You know, his jazzy fucking, you know, man, I paid for 2 dances. You gave me 1.5. I just, you know, what's up with that? And she goes, I did 2 dances. And he's like, dude. And the guy's like, hey, man, they don't grope you. He goes, I didn't say grope. I never said, he's like, if you want them to grope you, then go somewhere else. This is not what they don't grope. He's like, hey, stop saying grope. He's like, you want her to grind you, and that's not, he's like, I didn't say grind. Starts fighting with the guy.
Jesus.
Over a fucking half a song. We just saw almost a work of art in a pit with a bag of dildos and a DJ. And this fucking no-shouldered cocksucker had to ruin the whole night. We got kicked out.
What?
Yeah, way to go.
And how much were the dance? $20 for 2 songs?
$20. It was 10. No, it was 20. $20, yeah.
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 Greatest night ever, though. Man, I wanted to relive that game in other versions of my life.
Oh,
like
the
jerking
pit?
off or something.
Yeah.
Have my wife come in, just dim the lights.
What's the really shitty strip club in Everett?
King Arthur's.
King Arthur's.
Yeah. It was, here's why it's
Great
shitty.
pull.
In
Great
Everett,
pull.
Everett, Massachusetts. Oh, just a bunch of chicks with C-sections.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I saw a fucking wild thing there one time. That strip club, they didn't have like a sneeze guard. They had like a yellow rope, like a high school football game, like a little like stringy rope. And this stripper was dancing, and this old man reached over and just licked her asshole and got up and ran. And they fucking tackled him. They caught him and like tackled him and started beating the shit out of him. Yeah.
She should pay him
He
for
went
that.
full lick of the asshole, which was bold and beautiful.
That's before baby wipes.
It was really something, a sight to see.
Yeah.
And it felt like that scene in Ocean's 11 where like he was trying to escape and we were like rooting for him, like, go buddy, and they fucking got him. And I assume he's dead. They beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that strip club was in the middle of oil fields. Like in Everett, they have these big oil tankers, and they just, and even the ground is polluted. Everything, the whole area is polluted. And in the middle of it is just this awful strip club.
Maybe that guy was just trying to get some air. Some clean air out of her asshole.
The audience is putting their coats on.
Oh, this guy's getting ready to leave.
This guy just put his jacket on.
That's because he's getting a hard on from all the stripper talk. Really.
See, sorry.
No.
What do women do when they get all horned up? You don't go to strip clubs, ladies. What do you guys do? You go
They fuck guys.
Really?
Yeah, they
go
just
and
meet a
fuck.
guy and
That's
go, I'm
true.
gonna fuck you, and then you're gonna leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Man.
I wish I could just fuck a guy anytime I wanted to.
No.
It's not
That's
that hard.
not. No,
How
that's
nice
not
would
what we're
that
talking
be?
about.
Jim, how do
In
you
that
do it?
suit, for sure.
Yeah, I don't. How do I? What? I don't know what you're asking me.
It was a
Oh,
joke.
it was a joke about you fucking dudes.
Oh, I don't fuck dudes. I'm not gay. I'm like, put a dress on or I'm getting out of here. I'm not a queer. Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
It's all right.
Yeah.
You were going to say something.
Oh, I don't remember what it was.
All right,
I just
boy.
zoned out.
It must be weird now though, because we grew up. Me and Jim grew up where you had to meet a girl, talk to her, see her a bunch of times, take her on a date, talk, and then first base, second base, third base. Now there's apps that you can just tell I want this or I don't want that. Swipe, meet, fuck, leave. I mean, it's weird.
But we
like
also
that.
grew up that way. We're not like 50 years apart. I never had an app. I had no app.
Yeah.
The apps
never
came
been on an
after
app?
I was no zero app play. I feel like I could do well now with the suit and the the money.
The apps are a wasteland. You don't want the apps. It's a fucking nightmare.
They're
out
fun
there.
at first.
No
You
app?
can have a good
I
time on the
fucking-
app.
I deleted all. I can't do the apps.
Yeah.
But you had a good run.
Yeah, it's, you know.
You got a Mexican
I got
kid
a
out of it.
I got a couple chlamydias out of it too.
Wow.
Yeah,
But you can get that
from
without the
regular-
app.
Yeah, I got crabs twice from the same redhead.
Yeah. I have
That's
herpes.
kind of on you though. It's the same person.
I have herpes without the app. Imagine what I could do with an app. I could cure
Good
it.
point. Good point.
I bet you there's a whole app for herpes dating.
There is.
There's got to be.
It's called Herp Ease. I swear to God, look it up.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
I
was
need my
on it.
wife to pass away.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm just kidding.
I've done terribly on the apps. I was on the apps for a little while. Bumble and Hinge and Raya. I did fucking.
Grinder, don't forget Grinder.
I did to meet trans girls. Yeah, I went on one, and my girlfriend and I had broken up, and I was so depressed I just cried on the whole date, and I left.
Is there a trans app, like a transatlantic or?
No, they're all hookers on those apps. Yeah, I didn't do well at all on the apps.
All right, trans
You
am.
cried. You cried with a hooker,
No, she was just a regular girl, and I met, and we went out. And I was just depressed.
trans girl,
Yeah.
and you cried.
Well, not. I was just left. I left the date early. I was depressed.
She tell you to leave.
No, but she didn't want to see me again.
Ah.
I was like, "You want to get together again?" She's like, "No, I'd rather not."
No, daddy, you a queer.
Yeah, I did terrible on the apps. No success.
The app seems nice because what's the one? Tinder, is that the one that tells you like 11 feet away?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, do they do that?
No. You're
That's
thinking of
Grindr,
Grinder.
you
That's
fucking
totally
sissy.
Grinder.
That's Grinder.
Oh, have
And how
I been
did-
on Grindr?
I was with Kevin Meaney in Aruba, and
That's
he was like, he
Grindr.
was on Grinder.
And it said on his app, "There's a gay guy a foot away from me."
Yes.
That's a great app if you're homophobic. You're like, I want to just make sure there's no fucking gays around me. It's like a Ghostbuster. Beep, 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 beep.
I'm like, you gotta charge your battery. That thing's a piece of shit. I don't know. I don't know
What's
anything
that?
about. I'm saying, I'm acting out him saying there's a gay person. I'm saying you gotta change the battery because I'm not gay. Was the
That
joke? Nothing worse than when you're in character and someone goes, "What's that?"
Sorry.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was gay and he's dead.
Yep.
It's sad.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
He died?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big
Yeah,
time.
I'm kidding. I know that.
Great guy.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
a sad way to go to. I mean, it's a good way to go because you went in your sleep. But he came out of the closet, did this whole life. Everybody was cool with him, had success, and got in shape, lost all that weight. And then, I mean, honest to God, it's like that fear I have. Like, I lost all the weight too, that I'm just going to, it would suck to just go on the couch because you're there. You fucking did it. You work so hard. He's doing great, back at the cellar. And then you're just gone. Your heart just gives out. Good for him because he didn't know, but fucked up, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucked up way
Yeah.
to go.
And now there's a documentary about We Are the World. That was his big bit. He could have brought it back. I mean, he never stopped doing it, but
Sure.
it would be hitting. again.
That was a hit or miss, though. I middled for him somewhere, and that he bombed or killed, and didn't. When he was bombing, didn't act like he was bombing with that bit.
Yeah.
He just fucking. It's he had that energy, and he's done, and the crowd was like this, much like as I'm telling this story right now.
Well, you made everybody sad. It was such a fun time. And you're
Yeah.
like, and Kevin, he finally found his life, and then he died.
I gotta add some fucking type of realness. We were talking about gay shit for an hour and a half. These girls are like, all right, we get it.
Yeah, let's pep them up with a little death talk. Yeah.
Is there any app that you can be like,
Oh shit.
Oh no.
There's a Kevin Meaney fans.
Oh no.
no, he just turned his app on. There's somebody in the bathroom.
You got to be on. What are you on? Uber Eats?
I hope you get AIDS.
I will. It's coming.
Yep.
Is there an app though that you can get where you could say there's a girl, like a girl right there, a couple feet away that wants to hook up? No. Wow. And you know why there's not? Because of men like you fucking psycho. No. And
That's
I wish
why-
there was.
He's got his own app. It's a registered sex offender. Those are no joke. They show you your neighborhood.
Yep.
It's like red dots everywhere.
Oh, right, where you can see where the offenders are.
Yeah, I bet if we hit the Gramercy Theater right now, that thing would explode.
Did somebody just open up a Fresca?
They got good ears.
What
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah.
What are you, Daredevil?
No, I'm Devil Dog.
Who's Devil Dog?
It's a cake.
It's like a yodel.
They were terrible cakes too, by the way. They were like little kind of like little cylinder-shaped cakes with very little cream. They were terrible, terrible.
Devil
treats.
Dog's the worst because it was the driest thing ever. If you didn't have milk, you could die.
Yeah.
But
So Bobby made his own milk.
a yoo-hoo and a ho-ho.
Oh, yeah.
That's the creme de la fucking creme.
Yeah. Ho-ho's
I mean,
rules.
that thing was moist and delicious. God damn it, I could eat all the... Suzuki was like, holy shit. That was 2 big moist cakes with the cream.
Ring dings were great too.
That's like
ring
I'm a
ding was
yodel
good. Ring
guy.
ding.
Yodel is like a
yodel,
dick.
a
ring ding
yoo-hoo,
is
and a
dick
ring
shit.
ding, all the same thing, basically.
We've been
Yes.
talking about pussy for an hour and a half. This is the most excited you've been.
I miss it. I really miss it.
I miss
remember
both.
You're not doing the cakes?
I can't.
What?
I was 350 pounds, dude.
I remember.
It was...
But,
No, I can't have a fucking
wow,
yoo-hoo
good
or
for you
ring
for
ding.
holding out.
Yeah, but I'm not holding out. I mean,
Yeah.
thank you, brother. Yeah, no, I
it's like,
can't.
It's like
No.
him with it's like him with hookers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. Like, he's married. I'm fucking lost the weight.
Yeah, things
Joe's
change.
gay.
My uncle lost a lot of weight, hundreds of pounds. He was in the same ship you were. He lost a lot of weight.
Who's this?
My uncle. He was finally so happy, and he died.
We are the world. How do you lose it?
I don't know. I think just exercise, and
Oh,
or
okay.
he might not. Oh, cancer.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we're all gonna die. That sucks.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta live, damn it. Get on Grindr. Any gays here? That was a lady.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, we don't count those.
That doesn't count.
Ladies are gay.
Yeah, but they're fun. We
Yeah.
don't want gay ladies. Those are too normal. We want a nice gay guy.
You're telling me the guy? You're telling me the guys in the tank tops aren't gay? That's insane.
You guys are gay, right?
Yeah, you gotta be.
Of course
There's
they're
no
gay.
fucking way.
They're wrestling brothers. They're the bushwhackers.
Yeah.
They're so gay, they're cold.
Yes. You look like a gay Shane Gillis.
So you look like Shane Gillis.
You look like an extra in Cruising.
Are you guys gay or no?
There's other gay guys in the back who know what that movie
Oh,
is.
he's gay.
Oh, okay.
He's gay?
Nice.
And you're not gay? Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
You're gay by association. I mean,
Yeah.
you're with,
The
you're with
matching
him.
shirt really gives it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does it feel to be gay now where gay, nobody cares? You know what I mean? Like, it's not, yeah, but nobody cares. You're just gay and we don't give a shit. What's up, dude? Right? Do you miss the days when gay was dangerous? Like, you had to wear that shit, put a coat on, look around, and be like, hey.
Does feel like you get extra hard for the
Yeah.
excitement.
Yeah.
We might
Yeah.
get caught.
Yeah, gay guys were like, oh my God, it was almost, that's a gay guy. Now it's just like, what's up, Greg?
Yeah. Bob is basically saying, don't you just hate living a comfortable life? Do you miss the days of running to the car while guys chase you with sticks?
No, not that far back, gay.
Don't you miss the excitement, dude, of not
No,
knowing
but
if you're going to
gay-
live through the night? Don't you miss the Reagan years?
Don't you miss?
The AIDS getting pulled behind a truck. Yeah.
Was that gay?
That's what they did to the gays back then.
I don't know. I just,
Allegedly.
you know, it was so mysterious back then.
Yeah.
You know?
And now it's kind of boring. Now you got to compete with trans.
Yeah.
Right?
Doesn't help the career, though.
Really? Well,
No.
It'd be funny if you just did that for your career. You're
Yeah.
a completely straight jerk from Jersey.
And you realize that, like, yeah, we've just lived together as roommates the whole time and have never even seen her dick. It's not the case. Happily married.
You go to the parade? Oh, nice.
Now, is it true some gay?
I mean, I do too.
And hey, if you don't want me to ask, I
Yeah,
don't
the whole
care.
thing, the Richard Gere thing.
Not that. I know that happened. Is it true? Like some gay guys don't take it in the butt.
Oh,
some guys
yeah.
do, right? And it's not like you have to get fucked in the butt or fuck, right?
No.
Some guys just kiss. I had a roommate that just snuggled.
That's gay.
You literally sound like
That's
you're
how,
asking.
that's how he tricked me into fucking me in the ass.
I always thought it was wild. I had a gay roommate, and he would be like, "I'm not eating today because I got a date in 2 days,
Right.
and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna fuck me in the ass."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
"So
yeah.
you just starve yourself for 2 days? I would never get laid."
Makes
That's
you wonder
insane.
what do gay guys in India do? I mean, that's a mess.
Yeah, but
back
you
there.
don't want to fucking meet a guy you really like and then look down and there's lettuce on the tip of his cock.
Well, I
Yeah, but
don't
that can
know.
happen.
Chipotle, 'cause
Fucking
you
a
didn't
girl, that
clean out.
happens.
Well, we're talking about the burrito bowl.
Yeah.
The back door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The guy's fucked you in the butt and pulled out a hunk of Chipotle on his dick because you didn't clean your butt enough, you piece of shit.
Chipotle's really hitting close to home for me.
Yeah, we like Chipotle.
Sorry. I
Had it
to
4
tell
days in a row.
Do you know somebody gave me a Chipotle card for you and I never gave it to you?
What?
That's
You
really mean.
fat bastard. You kept it.
I needed it at the time.
All right. I banged a gal years and years ago, and I pulled out, and there was a lot of
Stuff on the
Goo?
yeah, boom
Cum?
boom, poo.
Ah,
Yeah.
boo.
Yeah.
I've told the story in the podcast before, but I had anal sex with a person, and I pulled it out, and there was a bit of schmudge,
Yeah,
and there was
yeah.
a little seed, like a Burger King bun seed.
Oh, the sesame seed.
That's first of all, that's McDonald's.
Oh, it's nice.
And then I flicked it like that. I was like, and it hit the wall and fucking dripped down the wall. Like it went like, and it came down. And she was mad. She was like, fucking, what are you doing? And I was like, I wanted it off my dick. And she's like, I don't want it on my wall. And I was like, well, you can get a sponge, and I see a seed on my dick, I get it off.
yeah.
That's a good way of life. Your father brought you up correct.
Well, if you leave it on there, you can grow a new dick.
That's true.
That's not true. That's not true.
As far as butt remnants, the sesame seed ain't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a whole turd fall out, and I was like, "Oop!" I just no, like, it was like a nug, just like that.
Did you fuck your
I just
grandmother?
moved it like you ever, when you saw your kid be born, all those women, they shit, and then the doctor's just like, whoop, and they just toss it like it didn't happen. And
Really?
I just did the same
Yeah,
thing.
I
Just like
saw
a-
that when
Yeah.
my wife gave birth. A fucking tree trunk came out of her butt, and I was like, I'll never fuck you ever again in your life.
Oh, my goodness. I had no tree trunk.
You didn't see it at all?
No, well, we had a C-section, so it was a big sheet. There was
Oh,
no,
okay.
they
Saw her
pulled down.
liver.
We saw blood and shit. Yeah, it was just a pancreas.
That's
and-
worse.
No shit.
I had a girl on my face. I was going down on her, and she was gonna it was just to be fun, but she was trying to fart in my face.
Oh,
Is this
no.
true? No, it's not as bad as you think. She didn't shit on me. She was going to fart, and she pushed, and she shot Monostat 7 out of her vag. All this white stuff shot out of my chest.
Wow, like a Dilophosaurus.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Jesus. So what happened?
I just took a shower, and that was the end of that session.
Well, that's the nice thing about all
Did
this
you have
stuff.
to walk to the bathroom like this?
It was
keep it
humiliating
on your
for both
chest.
of us. It was embarrassed. She was embarrassed.
Oh,
Are they
God.
supposed to be fucking with Monostat? That's the whole.
Yeah, that's probably a great point.
Okay,
Saying,
thank
yeah, we got a
you.
ruling
Yeah.
over here.
Oh, you're
What-
not.
For those of
Yeah,
us who don't know, Monostat 7
Yeast.
is what now? Oh, yeast.
It's
Yeast
a yeast
infection,
infection.
yeah.
So what is Monostat 1?
It's weird. They
like the
sell
best yeast.
They sell like there's like Monostat 1 through 5, and the like 1 is the most expensive. It's basically how fast you want to get rid of it.
Like
so
his-
they give
his
you an
Taylor.
option. They're like a Monostat 6, that's $20. If you want to go to 1, where it only takes 1 day, well that's 75.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Go to
like
one. Why would you fucking do that?
I don't know.
7 is for a week. Monostat 7 days?
Yeah, yeah.
Get rid of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Pussy
this
looks
amount
like
of days.
Snoop Dogg's the corner of his mouth.
Am I right? Am I right? I'm kind of right. Yeah.
Thanks for coming. We have women coaches down here. I appreciate
Yes,
it.
pretty
we
nice.
need you for support.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women here tonight. A lot of
You
pretty,
think?
Pretty,
I see
Hey, look at all
4.
these pretty women.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful
I
ladies.
thought it was going to be a bunch of women looking like me. We
Yeah, I
like
think I
Mark.
see under. Oh, maybe this double digits. Okay.
I
over
see
there.
5.
Does anybody have? We got to wrap up soon. Does anybody have
I-
any questions? We'd like to take some questions if anyone's interested.
Huh?
Where's Nick?
Oh, yeah, the TMZ thing? That's a long story. I'll give you the short version. This company called me up, said, we want to go viral. We see a lot of comedians going viral. And they said, you want to do that? And I was like, it doesn't really sound like my cup. And then they said, this is how much we'll give you. And I said, I'll wear blackface. And
Was it 1,000?
yeah, it was very low. And I just said, I'll just do a show and whatever. And they said, well, something crazy going to happen. We're not going to tell you what. And I said, all right, great. Maybe I'll get a clip out of it. I'll riff on it. So I do like a 45-minute set. It's sold out at the New York Comedy Club. Some guy walks on stage. They got cameras everywhere, huge production. And guy walked on stage. I riff on him a little bit. And then a bouncer comes up and goes, get off, get off. And he pulls me off. And then a lady was filming in the front row with a cell phone. And all you see is a guy on stage and me getting pulled off. And she put that on the internet. So that went viral. Not even their shit. They didn't even have a time to put their shit up. So they wasted millions of dollars. So then I got a million calls. Everybody's like, is this a Chris Rock thing, a slap? Is this a Dave Chappelle tackle? I was like, it's more of a Jussie Smollett, really. Because that's the thing. You never go viral. You can't really try to go viral. You never go viral where you think you're going to go for. Like, remember the guy, the guy who swam in the, yeah, that too. The guy who swam in the Bass Pro Shop pool naked. He tried to go viral, but he didn't go viral because he swam naked. He went viral because he had no dick. Remember that guy? So yeah, that was it. And then I did a set and I ran out of there and then it went online and that was it. So nothing too crazy.
The guy blew it a little bit too because it looked pretty real, but I remember thinking it was a bit because when the guy said the audience had to leave, the woman was really good and then the guy goes, yeah, I'm going to need you all to leave.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's not the way a guy would tell people. If something weird happened like that, you wouldn't say that. There was something about the way he said it that just told me it was. But your part was very convincing, and so was the woman.
Because I was actually confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know what
Trust
was
me,
going
I understand that feeling.
I also thought it was weird that they escorted you towards the thing that happened. That's a weird thing that you would do.
Weird.
If you're like, oh, God, crazy people ran off this way. Grab Mark and bring him out this way. They would be like, go
everybody
that way.
else stay here.
Yeah.
That was weird. It's like, you guys die. Let's get him to safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole thing sucked. But I was struggling for tickets at the Beacon, and that sold it out. So it works.
I'm going to let a chick shit on my chest with Monostat 7 and videotape it.
Yeah.
Any takers?
Get her the one.
So the thing that went viral wasn't even the thing.
No.
Wow.
So they were lucky somebody filmed it, because it all worked out anyway.
That's weird.
Well, it's
Yeah.
all water under the bridge.
Yeah. Good time. What a career. You know, your friends are getting SNL, and you're like, I'm the guy with the fake bomb threat.
How do you think it feels to be the Monostat 7 guy?
How do you think it feels to want to be the Monostat 7 guy?
Any other questions?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right here.
Oh, God. Don't
that's
get him
easy.
fucking
Look at
started.
that guy.
There.
Oh,
him.
God. Every time he fucking talks about it on this podcast, I get a message like, you fucking faggot, I can't believe you. And I'm like, dude, I'm getting harassed. I got a fucking Tesla long range. It's not that fucking crazy. Suck my dick.
But then you rented one,
I
too.
hate this.
You got to
Now
charge
if you're done sucking it, take it and put it in your friend's mouth.
Yeah. And let it
It's
charge
fine.
there overnight.
Yeah, they get a
I
tubby
charge
chicken.
it I charge it enough.
So what happens then? How come you guys keep getting stuck on the side
We
of the road?
didn't get stuck. It's a podcast. He's making it funny.
No. We got stuck. We got stuck in
One time-
Dubuque, Illinois.
That
or whatever
wasn't.
the
We
fuck.
rented a car. That's a whole different thing. That's not a
That was an
Tesla.
EV.
That was an EV, but that was like a Chevy Spark, and that's trash.
That's an EV. It's an
It
EV.
was. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. But
Talking EVs
that's just
here.
got like a 100-mile range. It's not the same. But
Well,
we
it
did get
fucked
stuck
us.
in fucking Roseville, Illinois, or Rochelle,
Rochelle,
Illinois. Yeah.
Well, you made a long journey from Milan to
That
Minsk.
was,
Rochelle.
So here's what happened. This queef rented an EV, a
Not
Chevy,
on purpose. Remember, there was a crazy storm. You were late by a day.
Yep.
Like we missed a bunch of shows. There's a fucking ice storm, and so all these cars and all these flights were canceled. And there were two options. It was like a fucking F350 or an EV. And I was like, let's just get an EV.
Yeah.
F350 gas. We're driving like 300 miles.
Why don't you get a big truck that can go through a storm in a storm? get a little tiny car that might not make it.
Yeah, you got like
And
a
did not
Chevy
make it.
Milker or
It was
whatever
a
the fuck
Chevy
that thing
Spark.
was.
It was the fucking worst
Let's
thing.
get something that needs the sun.
Yeah, it was bad. It
A
was brutal.
Spark isn't even an electric car, is it?
It is an electric car, but it's
Oh.
like a city electric. I've never driven one before.
city
but it had
car.
two options, and it seemed better than the fucking.
But
Fuck that. Start fracking. Drill. Let's get this shit going.
at least with a Tesla, there's Tesla ports everywhere. These
Yes.
it's a Spark. It's like a random. They don't fit anything, you know. So we get this car. We run out of juice. We have to pull over. We find a fucking thing, and then we gave it like an hour, and it went up 1%.
We're not making it to the
Motherfucker.
show.
So we're not gonna make it. It's like a 5-hour drive.
To a gig?
To a gig,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
from where we were. And then he randomly, you save the day, you go, I think I know a guy who grew up here. We call him, the guy's like, oh, I got out of that town 20 years ago, but my grandmother still lives there. Maybe you can use
Remember
her
the time
car.
you blew me in Mexico and then passed my dick into your friend's mouth? I need that favor.
So now we have to park the car. We go to this guy's grandmother's house in an old folks' home. You heard the story. And then while we're there, she's like on a respirator. She's
Full
like
hunched
fucking Mitch
over, like, not
McConnell, you know?
moving. It's
And
bad.
she's like, can you fix my Craftmatic bed? And we're like, okay. So now we're on our hands and knees, hung over, cranking away at this big metal apparatus. And she's, like, hey, you missed a spot or whatever. And then we get her Ford Escape and got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it. But no
was
more
brutal.
EVs, goddammit.
Yeah.
Give
And
me
then
a-
actually, did the show. We couldn't check into the hotel because this fucking idiot leaves his wallet in the EV.
I bought a Wendy's
So we can't check into the
Frosty.
hotel. So we drive there. We do the show. We have to drive all the way back. We get to the car. It's still not charged enough to get back home.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Ah,
Fuck EVs.
it's the worst.
But
Next
the Tesla
question.
works.
The Tesla works, but stop messaging me.
Keep messaging. All right, what else you got?
I got a question.
What do you got there, Fatty?
It's for Norton.
Yeah.
He spends a little more time in Jersey. This one might get you killed.
Uh-oh.
Jersey pizza or New York pizza?
Woo.
By the way, I have an EV too. I have a Tesla outside right now. I'm Jersey.
Gay.
Are you asking me if I prefer New Jersey pizza or New York pizza?
That's a question for me. You should ask him about
No, where
Jersey
are you from?
she-males or New York she-males.
Is that the question for me? New Jersey pizza or these guys have all these challenging, fun questions, and I'm like, do you prefer pork roll or scrapple?
Was it Hoda?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on. What is it, Jim? We've been
don't- I
dying.
don't-
We all came here to hear. Is there better pizza here or right over there?
It's funny you should ask. Honestly, I have a really great story. My cousin he owned a pizzeria in New Jersey, and I would always go there when I was younger. And he said, "This is better than New York pizza." And they argued with a guy, and they took me over, and we got New York pizza. And I actually preferred the Jersey pizza.
Whoa.
And my cousin died of leukemia. I made that whole story up.
There we go.
I don't know anybody who owns a pizzeria. You should work for worstquestionsever.com.
Tacos, Houston or San Antonio? What are you thinking?
As long as they're Mexican.
What do you got over in the front? there?
Front row there.
Oh, street jokes.
Oh,
are
I got a good
classic.
one.
Hit me, baby.
Well, these are going to be tough in
All right,
public.
ready? This is
We're
my
recording.
favorite street joke ever.
This is going on YouTube at some point. I just want to.
Yeah, I'm not Louis J. Gomez.
All right.
Yeah. There's three guys die and go to heaven. They get to the pearly gates of heaven. St. Peter's waiting at the gates. He's like, we're full. I can't take all of you. I'll take one of you. Whoever died the most violent death, I'll take into heaven. I'll hear stories one by one. I'll make my decision at the end. They're like, fine. They go into the St. Peter's office, the first guy. He's like, all right, I come home from work, working hard all day. I go into the apartment, there's candles lit, romantic music playing. I know she's in there with somebody. So I go into the shower, I rip the curtain, she's by herself, but I know he's still there. I check under the bed, I check the closet, I go into the kitchen, I check all the cabinets. Then all of a sudden, there he is. I see him hanging off my balcony. So So I go over there, I start punching his hands. He won't fall. I kick his hands. He won't fall. I get a hammer. I smash his hands. He still won't fall. Finally, I punch it with a hammer, and he falls off the balcony, lands in the bushes. I think he's dead. He's still alive. I get the fridge, and I throw the fridge off the balcony on him. Boom, I kill him. I'm so distraught from this, I take a shotgun, I blow my brains out. Here I am. St. Peter's like, wow, that's pretty rough. He goes, let me hear the next guy. The next guy comes in. He goes, okay, I'm in my apartment on my exercise bike. The curtain gets stuck in my wheel. I go flying off my balcony, grab onto the guy's balcony beneath me. This lunatic comes out, starts punching my hands, gets a hammer, smash. I fall in the bush. I think I'm dead. I'm still alive. I look up. This maniac throws a fridge on my head. Here I am. St. Peter's like, all right, geez, let me hear the last guy. Last guy comes in. He goes, all right, I'm naked in the fridge. Good joke.
Wow.
Good street joke.
I've never heard that one. That's great.
It's a good street joke.
I mean, it's going to be tough to beat that. I just had what do you call a black pilot?
What?
Well, it's on YouTube. Can't do it. Jim?
I don't have.
I think I can guess the ending of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any of those good street jokes. I used to do one. This is in 1990 when I started, but I haven't done it in 30 years.
Oh, this is your bit.
No, it was a joke, like a street joke. It was a street joke, but I would open with one, and I would. It's not a great joke. It was, all right. Superman is flying around one time, and he looks down on the beach, and he sees Wonder Woman with her legs wide open, and he goes, "This is great." So he's flying, and he flies down really fast, and he fucks it really hard, and he flies away. And Wonder Woman says, "What was that?" And the Invisible Man gets up and goes, "I don't know, but my asshole is killing me."
Classic. Classic.
That's a good one. I like that one.
I like the waiter at the Jewish restaurant. He walks over and says, "Is anything okay?"
That's a keeper.
That's a good one.
Clean.
I mean, it's clean. It's,
Yeah.
you know.
It's anti-Semitic, but it's
Yeah.
clean.
I got
not
one
exactly
for the
you
gay,
do
I
it
got
on
one
the
for the
Tonight
gay
Show.
guys.
Hit the gays. Or gay.
There's two gay guys, and one comes in the living room. He's like, "Oh fuck, oh my god." And he's like, "What's wrong, honey?" "My ass is killing." He's like, "What's wrong?" "I don't know. It's something hurts really bad." He goes, "Well, let me look." And so he bends over and he looks and he says, "I don't see anything. It seems fine. It's hurting. Please, just look in. Just see if there's something happening." He's like, "Baby, I'm looking. There's nothing. It's fine. Just look deeper." And he looks a little deeper and he's like, "There's nothing. You're fine. Go deeper." And he goes, "Oh my God. What? What?" "I see a watch." He goes, "Happy birthday to you."
Oh, that was a beautiful, happy ending romantic tale.
That's like there's the gay couple trying to spice it up sexually, and the guy says, "Let's play a game." He goes, "Okay, I'll hide. If you find me, I'll blow you." The guy goes, "Great." He goes, "Okay, I'll be behind the couch."
Can you please tell this is the hardest I've ever laughed on this podcast, the gay shower joke.
Which is funny.
Yeah,
Well,
for old time's sake.
I mean, they've heard it, and they've heard it twice because the joke I told, you've never laughed harder ever, and then someone else realized I told the same joke 8 years earlier on the podcast.
Well, it's new to me every time. You got to do it for the.
All right, well, for the third time in Tuesdays with Stories history, and you guys know the joke, I'm sure. There's two gay guys. I'm so excited. Two gay men fucking in the shower. They're in the shower. He's fucking them in the ass. And the phone rings. And he goes, "I got to go take this phone call." And he's like, "No, keep fucking me." He goes, "Well, it could be my mother. I'm waiting on this call for my mother. She's sick." And he goes, "All right, I'll be right back." And he says, "But whatever you do, don't come until I get back." And the guy says, "You got it. I love you." He goes, he talks to his mother for a few minutes. He comes back, and there's just cum all over the walls, the sheets, whatever you call it, the shower curtain, the toilet. And he goes, "What the fuck? I told you not to come." And he goes, "I didn't. I farted."
That was for you, homo. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe
We gotta leave. I mean, we gotta go. We're almost at 2 hours. One final. We should have closed on that. This guy has a question. Duncan Trussell has a question.
What's the difference between I think transvestite is just clothing.
Oh, I think you meant price wise.
I think transvestite's like what you're not supposed to call them anymore. Like that's what a shitty way to call them now, and now it's right.
Transvestite's a guy, someone who lives as a guy and just is more fetish oriented. Dressing, somebody transgender, somebody who's like usually been diagnosed or is taking on hormone therapy and lives as a woman or as a trans. But a transvestite is someone who lives as a man and is just dressing up.
But isn't that also like an old term? That's out. I think that's no good.
No, it's not if you're a transvestite. It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the transvestite is
like
different.
A slur now.
No, like a she-male. You can't use she-male anymore, right? That's
unless you're a porn search, it's great.
That's true.
All right. Well, we really closed up by getting to the bottom of that.
Is that it?
We're at the point where the audience is saying goodbye. The audience.
Yeah.
One more.
How cute is this kid? What do you got? Am I gonna have a kid? I don't know.
Wait a minute. Stop. With your wife.
I don't know. Unlike Alec Baldwin, I shoot blanks. No. I've tried and nothing's cooking. So maybe she's poison.
It takes a while.
It takes a while?
It took 2 years.
2 years?
I went, it's so funny. She had me go get my jizz checked. And in New York, like hospital.
Why couldn't you do it?
I tried. It tasted the same. But you have to go, like it's a brownstone. The doctors are all on the street and it's a brownstone. So I went in. And I didn't know. I was like, yeah, I'm here to get my sperm checked. And she was like, what? I go, I got to get my sperm checked, see if it's okay. She's like, honey, you're in the wrong place. I was in a pediatrics.
No wonder you came so quick.
And your dick was still the smallest one on the ward.
She goes, you want next door. So I went next door and there was this, older kind of fat black woman. She was kind of annoyed too.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm here. She's like, all right, let's go. She takes me upstairs. There's room 1 and room 2. Somebody's in room 2. She brings me into room 1 and she goes, all right, there's videos, there's magazines. You do your stuff, put it in this. When you're done, bring this down, blah, 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 blah. So I'm just like, all right. So then I go, I can't do a magazine anymore. I need a video.
Yeah.
There was one video and it was fat black chicks. Fuck.
Perfect.
But I was just like, I was like, I don't want this. Like I want like house moms or maybe your sister or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just didn't want. So I brought it down to the lady. I'm go, do you have any other? Like I'm not into this. But I looked at the thing and it's just her.
No.
I go, I'm really not into this. She was like. I was like, no, I'll come to this. I love people like fat black women, older black women is my thing.
Yeah.
It took me 20 minutes, but it takes a while. It took 2 years to finally get it.
Right.
Because, you want to hear a weird story?
Sure.
This happened. We were doing everything. She was calling me. She had an app. You got to be home tonight. I had to cancel spots at the cellar. I'm ovulating between this time and this time. And she drank like cough syrup, and I had fucking voodoo and chicken bones on her pussy and dream catchers over a snatch at night, and we did everything. And then I went home and I was like, you know what? Let's just fuck. Can we just fuck? I just want to fuck and not try to make a baby. So we're fucking and we're having fun again, laughing. I kind of tickled her at one point. I'm like, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, who cares? I just want to fucking fuck and giggle. And
did you slap your own ass?
Not that night. So we go to sleep. I wake up. Her mother is holding her and looking at me like this, angry, just like that. And I literally I woke up. I was like, oh my God. I turned this way. And I just was panicking, like, what the fuck did I do? And I fell back asleep. Her mother was dead for 2 years.
Wait, what?
Her mother was holding her like this, rubbing her belly, looking at me like, you fucking fat piece of shit. Can't get my daughter, like, she's angry. I swear to God, I saw her mother holding her that night.
Is that how you came?
That's the show, folks. Thanks a lot. You guys were great. We did it. Jim Norton, let him hear it. Bobby Kelly, Andrew Youngblood. Tuesdays with Stories.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. You guys are the best. Praise Allah. Comedy.